You see a familiar face across the room after a long time apart. Before they even speak, you feel an instant physical urge to either walk toward them or pull away. It feels like you are reacting to the person standing in front of you right now, but that reaction is actually driven by a hidden archive of historical data. To see why, look at the sheer amount of data your brain has to process in every new encounter. Evaluating microexpressions, tone, and hidden intentions entirely from scratch requires massive amounts of energy. To save energy, your brain uses an efficiency shortcut. Once it identifies the person, it prioritizes past experiences over a fresh analysis of current behavior. This system is known as social episodic memory, a biological process that recalls specific past events and links them to individual people to guide your future behavior. It means that when you meet someone you know, you aren't just interacting with the person in the room. You are interacting with your neurological history of them. Think about a single interaction: lending a friend $20, receiving a kind text message, or experiencing a broken promise. Your brain doesn't just experience these moments, it archives them. As this diagram shows, the brain files these moments away with specific metadata. It records who was there, what happened, and the emotional impact the interaction had on you. In 2026, research published in Memory and Cognition by Sklenar and colleagues successfully mapped how these stored tags dictate our physical choices. During the experiment, participants observed strangers displaying different behaviors. Some were helpful and cooperative, while others were hostile or refused to assist. The brain doesn't just store these observations as facts. It actively formats them into behavioral instructions, ready to deploy the next time they appear. Later, the researchers tested the participants to see if they accurately remembered the specific behaviors they had observed. Then, participants faced a binary choice. As shown in this flowchart, they decided whether to move toward the stranger or keep their distance. The findings were consistent. Correctly remembering a positive behavior triggered an approach response, while negative memories triggered avoidance. A second 2026 study discovered an amplifier for this effect, isolating how the strength of the memory changes our physical reaction. The researchers found that the more deeply ingrained or vivid a past experience is, the more forcefully it dictates your current urge to move toward or away from someone. Your social memory acts as a predictive survival algorithm. It uses your past to make physical safety decisions for you, often before you consciously recognize why you're making them. There is a critical flaw in this biological algorithm. Your brain is not an objective video recorder. It is a subjective storyteller. Memory is susceptible to distortion. The emotional intensity of a single past event can grow and distort, slowly overshadowing the objective details of what actually happened. If someone was rude to you once during a stressful day, your brain might inaccurately file that isolated event as proof that they are an inherently rude person. Because the brain prioritizes cognitive efficiency over objective truth, a single moment can easily become a distorted story that masks the reality of who a person is today. The research shows that memory dictates our social decisions. It does not prove those memories are always accurate or fair. People change and contexts shift. Relying solely on one past interaction to define a relationship ignores the new information available in the present. To break the automatic feedback loop, you can use a specific cognitive intervention. You ask two distinct questions: what do I remember about this person? And what do I know about them right now? Forcing your brain to answer both questions separates your historical biases from the present-day evidence standing right in front of you. Your brain will always offer you a version of the past as a starting point. By recognizing that system, you can ensure that your history then is only one of the factors you use to understand them in the present.